Hi guys, so as you know, we're going to be covering this very unique Z stand by Andoer today. But actually today is also a national day for Singapore, and there's actually this mobile column that's actually nearby my house. Let me take you outside to have a quick look. Hi guys, today is actually Singapore's 55th birthday, so there's a very interesting event happening near my place which I need to show you guys. Basically, there are actually army vehicles passing by my area, so if you guys are interested in just the product review, just click on the timeline here. If not, follow me to have a look at some of these interesting things that's happening around my place. Alright, so let's talk about this Andoer Z stand today. Now, why did I get this in the first place? If you guys have realized, every single product review I did this B-roll footage at the start. Now, a lot of them are consisting of sliding shots, and one of my sliders have this head which I need it replaced because it's very wobbly. Now, let me show you guys. So, I will always use this Smarta slider mini, and I always use this little ball head over here. Now, as you can see, this ball head is rather small, and the one camera that I always put on it is my A6400 with my Sigma 16mm, which is rather heavy and actually does not balance well with this. This stand that I'll have over here will definitely solve the problem. Now let's unbox this and see what you get inside and how it looks, as well as my first impression on this little item. So what you get inside is actually this very interesting pouch. Actually, they do not have this thing over here. So I just put this pig design clip, or whatever we call it, on top of here so that I can put it. So this is what you get inside the pouch itself. There isn't anything fancy, just this hardcover, which I really like, and this Z stand itself. So after setting it up, it will look something like this. Now let me mount up my A7 II to be able to show you how it looks once you have a camera mounted. Alright, so here I have my A7 II with the 16-35 Carl Zeiss f4 wide angle lens. So I would say that it's actually quite front heavy. So it's going to be a challenge, but we're going to see how sturdy this Z stand is. So as you can see, there's this little tightening knob here, which you have to turn to tighten up your setup. Okay, this is as nearly far back as it can go. Let's mount it on top of my slider and see how it fares. So one thing I forgot to mention is that comparing with this and this one does not have a very balanced center point. So meaning it can just rotate in every direction that it wants, and it does not have a very flat zero ground level. Whereas this, you're actually either moving forward or back. So we have this, I think 3/4 inch or don't know what. And at the bottom we have a few different screw mounts, and I'm going to screw the biggest one in. Alright, so after setting it up, it will look something like this, and it will definitely help with my sliding motion. So let's give it a try. And yes, it does. I think it moves quite well, a lot better than my little this ball head here. Alright, I'm pushing out. Okay, so just as I mentioned, because this is so small, it has very little jitters in the videos, which I notice once I'm editing. This will definitely help to solve the problem. Now let's talk about why did I get this in the first place, and where did I know this from. Alright, for all those who have camera gears, you guys know that there's this brand called Andoer. They started off with the design of the Z stand. I have no doubt this is actually just a copy of it, But this one comes in at only 40 USD, whereas the Elder Chrome comes in at about 140 USD, which is 3 times the price. It's hard to justify a price tag of 140 just for this accessory over here. So I decided to get this, and because comparing with the Elder Chrome one, this Andoer one has these tightening knobs, which helps me to assure that the knobs are really tightened in, whereas the ones that are on the Elder Chrome does not have. Now I leave the design of the Elder Chrome one here so that you'll know what I'm talking about, and as you can see, there are no knobs at the side. So having knobs at the side gives me a certain form of assurance that it's actually tightened in as best as it could. And second thing, I will not need an external accessory such as Allen key to tighten up the knobs for the design of the Elder Chrome. Comparing with the one that's on this Andoer, all these knobs are already installed in, and all I need to do is just bring this out, which really cuts down on the hassle. So Andoer as a brand produces very different camera accessories and are of good quality, comparable to the ones that Ulanzi comes out with. So let's talk about the pros and cons of this Z stand. Number one, I'm unable to swivel it at the side. You see, once it's turned in, I'm able to rotate it at its base, whereas the one on the Elder Chrome is definitely able to do it. Number two, it's a little bigger than it's advertised. Now let me measure it to be able to show you the difference. Alright, at its base, it measures about 10 cm, which is about 4 inches, whereas the height, it goes up to about 4 inches too. I'm not gonna lie to you, once I saw the images online, it looks a lot smaller than what it actually is. So if you're planning to carry something light, it's actually quite considerable if you don't mind having slight jitters to go for this smaller ball head. But for the purpose of leveling, as I mentioned, this is definitely better as it's a flat base. So now that we have the cons out of the way, let's talk about the pros of this and what really attracted to me to get this in the first place. Now the first one is definitely the knobs. You have 4 different knobs to tighten this camera stand over here, which is definitely very helpful and assuring, like I mentioned, because you're able to feel it as the teeth of all these little hinges tightens up. Number 2, it's cheaper than a lot of these counterparts out there. The ones that are ripped off from the Elder Chrome have very bad reviews, so I'm not comfortable to having my $1,000 camera gears toppling and having the lens crack or even the bodies damaged. So let's conclude. I really like the design of this Z stand. Even though it's a little bit big, the build quality is rather good for a price tag of $40. Personally, I've bought items of much bigger price tag with lousier quality. So I was shocked and pleasantly surprised of the build quality of this Andoer Z stand once I got it. Despite its heavier size, the build quality really assures me that it's able to hold my camera equipment well without it toppling or moving it sideways, comparing with a smaller ball head. If you have a slider and you will need a ball head or something to be able to mount your camera on top, I'll definitely recommend this Z stand over any other accessory. I hope you guys enjoyed this video we have here today. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and ring the bell notification over here so they'll be updated of my next upload. If not, I'll see you guys in the next video.